Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, can't put $, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team, it's no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Rams.
Set to kick off.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking deep downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Rams.
Now Saquon Barkley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
At the 30-yard line.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
At the 41-yard line.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Steps away to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he finds Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event, not getting to them early.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boys, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. Back to the ground, Cook.
He will push his way down to about the 14. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A 14-yard touchdown. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. 2nd and 14. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. DK Metcalf, 79 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you want the final metric on his top speed, and trust me, you do, Next Gen Stats says he hit 22.4 miles an hour.
Set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. The Rams on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. They run, Cook. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, it's Cook. And he's going to have a Rams first down as good running gets him to about the 44. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley on the option. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Danielle Hunter. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. On the return, it's Taylor. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Back at the 34-yard line.
Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And 5 at the 38-yard line.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there. That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
put it mildly. That is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
At his top speed, according to Next Gen Stats, well, really, it's ridiculous. Impossible, whatever you want to call it. 22.6 miles per hour.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he is out of bounds here. He's up north of 100 yards receiving now in this NFC Championship game. And it's a first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open? And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Panthers 17, Rams 14. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you get to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
At the 23-yard line.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Carolina.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. His throw is going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Back to throw again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
And a Panther first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flushed out right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Back to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And 12 at the 18-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Cook. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Rams 28, Panthers 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Myles Garrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivated. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may do it for this NFC title game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. What do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? It looks like Green Bay's got this thing. Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse. That gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre with the Vikings has the destiny, but they're at New Orleans. It's the Saints. And they get it done. And in overtime, go on to the Super Bowl. They won that one. They beat the Colts, correct?
Yep. A couple of the more memorable ones for sure. And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.